ChatGPT sucks at images. I
Yeah,
mean, like
not
it's like you got 7 fingers. If there's anything written, any words, it's like a Russian space type of word. Welcome to the Expert Authority Coach Podcast, the one-stop spot for entrepreneurs, coaches, authors, and business owners just like you who are ready to rise, shine, and finally be seen as the go-to authority in their field. I'm your host, Christine Blosdale, also known as the Expert Authority Coach, and my mission is to help you build a magnetic brand, grow your visibility, and turn your expertise into real, lasting influence and income. If you want to dive deeper, head on over to my website, expertauthoritycoach.com, where you can explore all the groovy stuff that I've created for you. And you can even book a free discovery call with me. I'd love to hear from you. Once again, head on over to expertauthoritycoach.com to book that free call today. And if you're enjoying the show, please make sure you like, subscribe, and share it with someone who's ready to step into their expert authority as well. You can share the love, and only good karma will come back to you. I promise. Alrighty, so let's jump into today's episode. Welcome back to the Expert Authority Coach Podcast. I'm your host, Christine Blosdale, and I am so excited. This lady that I have on the show today, I absolutely adore her. She's not only is she one of my top clients that I work with every single week in the accelerator program, she's also in my mastermind. And this woman is so damn smart. I am always blown away every single time she tells me, "Oh, Christine, I'm working on a new thing. I got this new thing happening." And I'm like, "What now? What are you doing now?" And it's incredible. My guest today is Dionne Malush, who is an amazing businesswoman. She actually is the creator behind Brand Lab Creative, and that is a modern branding and AI powered marketing company. On top of being a real estate maven, on top of being an entrepreneur with several different businesses, she is tackling the world of AI and marketing in like with the most amazing tools and skill sets. So I'm so happy to have you on the show today, Dionne, to have like this kind of relationship instead of me like just working with you every single week. Now I get to talk to you on the show. So welcome.
I'm not sure if today's the day you really want to talk to me because if the days of being an entrepreneur, this day is one that I haven't moved out of my chair at all. So it's crazy. Like my life is insane, but I
Well,
wouldn't have it any other way.
well,
I
it's you perfectly represent, the modern entrepreneur. We're spinning so many plates, we're wearing so many hats, but we wouldn't have it any other way, would we?
I mean, I don't think I could do it. Like whenever life is slow, which hasn't been for a couple of years, like I remember I used to get depressed whenever I didn't have anything to do because I'd be like, what the heck can I do? Now I can't figure out what else. I mean, I keep making things up to do. Like I'm constantly doing things because it's what I love so much. I love creating and I love learning and there's probably a point when I'm learning too much because I can't get it all done. And as I came to that realization like 2 weeks ago that I'm never going to get everything done that I want to do in my life. So I
Well,
need to know that. I need to know that it's okay
it's
because I
okay.
keep making up new things every day, like not just once in a while. Every day, and today I'm sitting there creating while I'm having call after call after call today. I'm creating a whole 2-page brochure that I just put together in like an hour. So I don't know.
Are you creating something right now as we're talking?
No, I mean I did stop for this
Okay.
because you can see me. I'm on here and you can see me. If it
Yes.
was like if I was able to like take my camera off, I might do it right while I'm.
No, 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 no. Well, and you pinpointed something that's I think really important, and you supply something to business owners, entrepreneurs, coaches, real estate agents. You help with that overwhelm that so many of us who are entrepreneurs have, and basically you're able to help people with all of the demands of, oh, I got to do social media, my website sucks, I don't know, my messaging isn't coming out right. and you help them with the use of AI technology. Now,
Yeah.
just tell the listeners a little bit about this incredible new the Brand Lab Creative, what you've
Yeah.
come up with, and how you help people get the word out about their business.
So marketing is one of my favorite things to do. I own a real estate brokerage. We've been in business about 8 years, and I do believe me sitting behind the computer by myself has come up against all the big guys in Pittsburgh to show them exactly who we are. And it's changed everything. And I think that we've changed the landscape of how real estate is because of all the things that I did. Did I always know that I was doing it right? No, I didn't. I just did something anyway. And that's just how I live, just do something. And that's how I built my real estate career. It's how I built my design career. So now I feel like I'm taking next level because for the first time, I'm smart enough this time to understand that I don't have to know every single part. I don't.
Mm,
I
mm,
can I have people now that can help me, and I always look at the Henry Ford story. When Henry Ford someone decided to create an engine, he didn't know how to do it, but he found the people to help him with it. And
wow,
therefore
right.
Ford became Ford, and as we all know, is one of the biggest companies and car manufacturers ever. So if he had to spend all his own time creating that engine, we may be still not driving. So you think about that. Like I have people now in my life that know more about the backside of the websites, and I'm the creative side, but I don't know all of the bits and pieces. But I have them on my team now. So I'm building this a little differently than I did my other things. In real estate, it's kind of the same idea. I always go back to these guys from the early 1900s because I feel like they knew it all and they had such opportunity in creating. But John Rockefeller said, I'd rather have 100%. I'd rather have 1% of 100 people's effort than 1% of my own.
Oh, yeah. I love that.
I just said that wrong. I said it wrong. It's 1% of 100 people's efforts than 100% of my own. I'm sorry. So that idea
Yeah.
is I can only do so much, right? And I can do a lot. I'm that person that can just start
Oh, I
first thing on
know.
my plate
I
and
know.
stop at midnight and maybe could sleep for a little bit, but then I want to go back at it. I could sit here all day because I love creating. That's why I decided to do Brand Lab after all these years. I had a graphic design business for a long time. It was very successful, and then I had a partnership that destroyed the whole thing. So I kind of put it on the back burner and started into real estate, and I realized in real estate that I could use my creativity to really set me apart in a world of Microsoft documents, right? They would create flyers in Microsoft, and I was out there doing all this cool stuff. Now, today is different, right? We have Canva, and some agents try to use it, and they're not so good at it because they still don't know how to design, but they know how to use Canva to at least get something on paper. So I think that creativity will never go away, no matter what AI does. You still have to learn how to use it. And most people just don't, right? It's just not their
It's
thing.
not
They're
their
not
skill
learning how
set,
to use it.
right? They're
Yeah,
really
it's
good
not
at what they do, but they need
correct.
someone like you to help them put it all together and put the bow on the package, right?
Yeah, so do
So
what you're good at. I mean, that you can learn new things and it's exciting and fun, but it's still going to take you longer than it's going to take me because this is what I'm really good at. So I read an article yesterday. It was just so good. I wish I had it in front of me now. It's about how this one certain part of the population, they don't, they don't like if they have to cut their grass or they have to fix their car, they don't spend the time to do it because their value is much greater than that. They would rather pay someone to do it and have it done right, and then they're kind of helping the economy. Like everybody's helping everybody because if I sit there and do a $20 an hour job and I want to make a $500,000 a year, that's taken away from my, $250 an hour to do a $20 an hour thing. So I'm learning a lot as an entrepreneur that I think makes a lot of sense. I wish I had learned it a lot sooner. And being in my late 50s, I do realize that I'm in the last third of my career. So I need to get stuff done quickly.
well, you're pumping out so much amazing content and
I
creativity.
know.
And one of the things that you do offer your clients, which I think is really important, and I'll drive this I say this with all my clients, especially if they're service oriented business, is that you need a good lead magnet. You need a good offer, something to bring people into your world who normally who like might they might see you on social media and they might go, "Oh, she's interesting. I don't know exactly what she does or if it's the right fit for me." But then you have this a wonderful way of creating that lead magnet, which could be a guide, it could be an ebook, it could
Yeah.
be something so simple as a free offer that somebody can have, let's say on their website or on social media. You want to talk? Can you talk about that?
Yeah,
About
sure.
creating that? Yeah.
It's actually one of my favorite products that I'm coming out with. It's called the Brand Lab Authority ebook, where I interview entrepreneurs and talk to them about what they do and what they do best. So then from that interview, we can create a beautiful ebook that they can use for many different things. They can give it out at meetings. They can, I mean, there's so many things you can use it for. If you belong to networking, you can take it to your networking groups. You can email it to people. You can put it in your email campaigns. You can share who you are. And I think one of the things I've learned in the last 5 years is storytelling is the most important part of
Yeah.
who we
Yeah.
are on social media, right? Because Facebook called it reels for a reason, because they want real. They don't want all fake. I love AI and I love playing with it and I love creating new headshots and all that fun stuff. But at the end of the day, social media, Google, Facebook, they want real. And so what this allows you to do is be real with me. So then I take your words and I can create this beautiful 16-page ebook that you can use for many different things. And I think it's going to be something special. I did it with one of my friends who also was a Hollywood actress. And I showed it to her the other day and she loved it. She was blown away. So now we have a product. We can sell the product too because her knowledge is right. People want to know about her and her life and than what she's doing today. So there's a lot of things you can use the ebook for. It's truly one of my favorite products. It's thegreatestmarketingtool.com. Can you even believe that URL was available?
No, wait a second. Wait. See, okay, hold on. Let me just talk to the listeners over here, over in this corner. Okay, see, this is why I really love this lady because she's so freaking smart. Okay, if there's a domain name that is like the perfect domain name, she will find it. Okay, so
Oh
okay, let's just come
God.
back to Dionne. So, what's the name? What's the URL for this product?
Thegreatestmarketingtool.com. I
The
mean, how
greatest
much better could
marketing
it be?
tool.com. How come that was not taken?
I don't know, but that was pretty cool. I when I saw it, I was like, oh my goodness, that's really available. Nobody else in the whole world thought of that but me.
And it is the greatest marketing tool because
It is
my
really cool.
mantra with all my clients is you need to create something, even if it's a podcast, great, but really, books, ebooks, guides, how to manuals type thing. That is really important just to bring people into your world and you can offer something of value that people can get for free, or even if you have something that's a little bit, a little heftier, you can put it on Amazon and you can
Yeah.
have an ebook and you could do an ebook campaign. You could do a Kindle campaign. You could make that bad boy #1 bestseller. Then your expert authority is raised
Yeah.
because you have that. But this is so great because now you've got this website. So can people can go to that website and
Yeah, I mean,
find out
it's
about
pretty much, yeah, it looks really good. It has some cool things and ways that you can build your business for entrepreneurs, coaches, for podcasters, for business owners. Like, it doesn't matter what kind of business you're in. People want to know your story. The more you tell your story, the more connected they are to you. That's how you become the expert authority. It's just not doing good work. It's also letting them get to know, like, and trust you.
you
I
know
do have problems though. There is that thing. I do have some issues.
no, I think, but the thing is that you're able to help those overwhelmed entrepreneurs, service-based industry, not just real estate agents, but coaches and consultants and everything to have that story because we might, we could be really good at what we do. And yet when it comes to telling that story, we sometimes miss it. I'll tell you something here. I had a client the other day and I went to their website and I said, I don't know what it is exactly that you do. And when I went to the about section, there was nothing about that person that made me feel any closer to them. In other words, it was a lot of facts and figures, but nothing that really brought me, to know them, to feel that I know them. And so I think this is something that's missing, not just in our general marketing, when social media and all that, but even just on our website, which I think is the most important tool.
Tool that we
It is
have,
the
right?
most important marketing tool, and this is also something that you create and provide people as well. Is that website, right?
Yeah.
Let's talk about
Yeah,
that.
for sure. AI powered websites, and they're not built in AI, they're powered by AI. And so I've teamed up with a company out of the UK, and we work together on this, and we can do a 73-point checklist on your marketing. Once we do that, we take a look at it, we can build your website for you, and the pricing is excellent, and they made a great offer to me to help here in Pittsburgh. And so I love the idea because I can create websites too. Like I'm good at that. I can do them in AI very quickly. But at the end of the day, like Google and Facebook and all of the different algorithms don't just want AI websites. They want them built. AI powered's fine. It's actually kind of cool. So if you want to check out Brand Lab Creative, you'll see a little bit about the websites. And I just got my own personal site redone too at dionneMalush.com. Tells a little bit more of my story to contact me. But I'm excited about all this stuff. In the interim, I still own a 200 plus people real estate brokerage that's my main thing. And, I'll be doing this, but I've been creating for all of them since we've been open and doing some cool things to help build their personal brands. So it really gave me an idea one day when I thought, this is what I love the most is creating. And when my dad passed away, it kind of catapulted my creativity more than I'd ever had in so long. And so then that happened, and my husband needed a liver transplant. So all of that grief and that worry and that pain and all of the stuff that we've been through, being creative has helped me push through all of that to the
Mm.
other side. Because I'm that person that truly believes there's light in the darkness. So no matter how dark it's been, and it's been pretty dark the last 3 years, I can honestly tell you, but because I'm able to create and do something I love, I don't focus on it all day long. And I think that's helped me grieve. It probably masks some of it. And that's, some people might say that that's not good, but for me, it's been really good. So
Well, and you're helping other people as well.
yeah,
And
for
that's
sure.
and I mean, like, for me, like, as when I was young, I always wanted to be a teacher, right? And then
Mm.
I went through, I went to college and I did the whole thing, and then I found out how much teachers are being paid, public school teachers are paid. I'm like, no,
Yeah.
I can't do that. But I ended
Yeah.
up
All
being a
the work they do.
teacher.
Yeah. That's not fair. It doesn't seem
Right.
fair.
But I still
Yeah.
ended up being a teacher because I like to learn alongside my clients, alongside my students, right? And to grow and to see that the light bulbs go off on people's, when they get something that I
Yeah.
could do that. Oh, I could do that. And that's what you do. That's what you provide with the assistance of AI. Now, this interview would not be complete without talking about AI. I'm going to ask you, Dion, what are your, like, let's say, I know I can't say your most favorite because there's probably a few, but what are your top AI tools that you just love, that you're
Mhm.
like, everybody needs to know about these things because they're so much fun to play with?
Well, the original OG is ChatGPT, right?
Yeah.
And I use it multiple times a day because I've taught it how to know who I am. So I taught it Dionne and how to be Dionne, right? And so that's what makes it the easiest one to go to quickly because I can write in my own voice.
Yeah.
And I was a good writer before, but I'm a great writer now. And I do think that AI has the power to increase your intelligence because I learn with it. I don't
Mm,
just do it and not read it. And I learn so much all the time from AI. It's like having thousands, maybe millions of different brains working on the same thing versus just my brain. So
yeah.
I love that. But ChatGPT number one, of course, I use it all the time. I love Manus. Manus is amazing. It's Manus, and I can give you the link sometime, Christine, but it can build entire websites from start to finish. In fact, I put a website in there the other day and said, can you build a website like this? And so it grabbed all of the information and built it. It's a little more techy, so you got to learn some of that back end stuff. But once you learn it, it's pretty cool and it's very detail oriented. Creative wise, I love Gamma. Gamma is
Yeah.
unbelievable for creating documents, creating websites, creating presentations. So when you have a presentation, you can feed it a one liner and have it create, or you can feed it all of the text. Like if you type up an outline, you can do that. And it's it's so creative and looks amazing. So
It
that's how
looks
you can
good. Yeah.
create some ebooks and stuff. It's really, really cool. If I had to think of some other ones, I mean, I use those ones daily. I don't know.
You introduced me to one that I thought was really cool. First of all, when it was coming to images, I have the
Oh,
paid version
Gemini.
of ChatGPT, and I would ask it to do an image, and ChatGPT sucks at images. I
Yeah,
mean, like,
not
it's like you got seven fingers. If there's anything written, any words, it's like a Russian space type of
good.
word. But you introduced me to Gemini, and
Yeah.
it's a particular thing. It's something about a banana, nano banana, or
Nano banana. Yeah. Gemini
yeah,
is amazing for for photos. It's so good. Like yesterday, I put it. Oh, today, this morning, I had someone on my Get to Know Every One of Us, and he had someone in the picture with him. So I asked Gemini to finish his arm and give him the full bust, so I could do that. So came hit the button, and within a minute it was popped up. So Gemini is great for that. My favorite though for design artwork is Midjourney. Midjourney is unbelievable for creativity, but it's a little more difficult. You have to be really good at prompting with that. And I think that if you learned it, some of the creations I've made in Midjourney have been shocking. Like it's so good, like real art. But Gemini is awesome for photos, and you can do some fun stuff where you can, get yourself in a Batman suit or whatever you
Oh
want.
yeah, I put myself in a
Yeah,
Superman suit on a ton of I was in a vault on a ton of gold bricks, and man, it nailed it. I don't have to. I rarely have to say wrong. That's not right. You have to change it. With the Chat GPT though, I was like, seven fingers are not good on Christine. It's not a good look at all. You know what I'm saying? It's just not a good look. Dionne, I'm wondering, this is an idea that just popped into my little coaching head.
yeah,
There's so many of us, coaches, authors, entrepreneurs, small business owners who have this feeling about AI. We know that there's a lot that can be done, but we're timid or we're scared. We're overwhelmed with the technology and how many different things there are, right? For the longest time it was just Chat GPT, and
yeah, right.
some of us would go in there, but it's a scary platform. Do you, or would you, as the amazing Dionne Malush, who is like all things AI, would you be able to teach people, like to guide them through, like if you had a session with them, would you be able
Yeah,
to show them, like as a beginner, AI tools for business owners as a beginner?
for sure I could do that, and I love doing that. Sometimes I'm a little fast though, I have to tell you. You have to be ready. When I'm on there, you're like, oh boy, what did happen? But overall, I think that there's so many cool, easy things you can do to save yourself time. And I think when I first learned in January 2023, the first time I knew about ChatGPT, I literally spent the entire day I was at a conference and I never paid attention to another speaker the rest of the day because I sat on my iPad and I literally wrote a 40-page book, 40 chapter book. I'm sorry, 40 chapter, not page.
Jeez,
And then when I came home, because I'm a graphic
40
designer,
chapters.
it's insane. I just kept doing idea after idea after idea, and it just kept writing, writing, writing. It didn't know anything about me. It wasn't even that good to me. But compared to what I used to do, and I wrote a book years ago about 25 tips for selling a home in Pittsburgh. I did that all by hand and then had a writer had to go in and edit it and come back and forth. It's the time savings. I have literally saved more time in the last 3 years with AI that has allowed me to do things I want to do. And if it's still create, then I can create faster. If it's have time with Jason, I have time with Jason. If it's, I can leave and know that if I have to put out some content today, within minutes, I can put out content on all the different pages that I'm on and be done very quickly. So yeah, I love teaching it. I have a group that I taught it to in a couple weeks ago, and it was fun because I thought they would all know about AI and they didn't. And so
No, yeah.
love that I could teach them that. So yeah, it's pretty cool. A lot of cool things I could do for sure.
Well, I'm going to make sure that we put in the show notes to ways for people to get in touch with you. I'm sure after hearing this, at least their interest has been piqued, and if they want to jump into it, I highly recommend Dionne Malush, who is just phenomenal when it comes to AI branding, marketing. And if you're interested in connecting with her, we can put those links in. It's brandlabcreative.com is the one website that you want to think about. If you want to get to know Dionne a little bit deeper too, you can go to dionnemalish.com. I'll put that link in the show notes. And then, of course, the greatest URL ever,
Of all
uh,
time.
the greatestmarketingtool.com is also there. And that's how you can get your own ebook created with Dionne, who's going to do an interview with you. So it's not just something made up, it's
No,
actually
it's so good.
her talking to you. And I think that's a brilliant, brilliant idea.
Thank you.
Dionne, thank you so much for being on the
You're
show today. I
very welcome.
appreciate you and love you. And
Yeah, wait a minute, because I have to say, like, all
Yeah.
of this is getting better because I'm working with you, because I
Oh,
had
oh,
a lot of
thank you.
scattered things all over the place, and you're teaching me how to hone in on one thing at a time and get it finished. Because when you're creative, your mind goes in many directions, and I have that left side and right side brain, so it's dangerous. But meeting you and
So
learning
it's dangerous.
is really scary. But yeah, it's really helped me focus on one thing at a time. Let's do it. Let's continue to build my expert authority, because each of these pieces is building that. So thank you
Yeah.
for that. I appreciate it very much.
You're a love. You're a love. I love where I'm always excited when I have you on my calendar.
Me
We
too.
have fun too. And
Yeah,
Dionne
we
teaches
laugh.
me things. I'm like, get out of
Yeah,
here.
coach to coach, right?
Coaching the coach, coaching the coach. Thank you, my love.
You're
And
welcome.
thank you, wonderful listeners and viewers. If you're watching on YouTube, hello. Make sure that you share the show if you can. And if you want more information about this podcast and about the work that I do, you can go to expertauthoritycoach.com. Until next time, stay creative and get your expert authority on. All right? All right.
Yeah.
Talk to you soon.